Ever pondered how one man could change the course of world history so dramatically? So begins the enigmatic tale of Adolf Hitler, a man whose name echoes through the annals of time, synonymous with power, manipulation, and devastation. Born in the late 19th century, Hitler's early life was spent in the picturesque landscapes of Austria. From an early age he showed a flair for the artistic, sketching the beautiful architecture and scenery around him. Yet beneath this seemingly ordinary exterior a flame was kindling, one that would soon engulf the entire world. Despite his artistic aspirations, Hitler's life took a divergent path. His early political leanings, shaped by the volatile socio-political climate of the time, began to emerge. As a young man, he found himself drawn towards nationalist ideologies, fueled by resentment over the Treaty of Versailles and the perceived humiliation of his homeland, Germany. The early 1920s saw Hitler's rise in the political sphere. His charismatic speeches, combined with a deep understanding of public sentiment, allowed him to tap into the resentment and disgruntlement that was prevalent in post-war Germany. This potent mix of charisma and political acumen propelled him to the forefront of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or as it is more commonly known, the Nazi Party. Hitler's rise to power was not just a testament to his personal abilities, but also a reflection of the turbulent times. The country was ripe for radical change, and Hitler, with his vision of a powerful unified Germany, seemed to provide the answers that the people were seeking. The man who had once dreamt of being an artist was now at the helm of one of the most powerful nations in the world. The transformation was as dramatic as it was dangerous. The man who had once sketched buildings was now orchestrating the construction of a new world order. One might wonder, how did Hitler, a man of such humble beginnings, rise to such staggering heights of power? The answer lies in the complex interplay of individual ambition, societal conditions, and the power of persuasive rhetoric. As we dive deeper into this narrative, we'll attempt to unravel the enigma that was Adolf Hitler. From an obscure figure to a world-renowned dictator, Hitler's reign was nothing short of extraordinary. His ascent to power marked the beginning of an era that would forever be etched in the annals of history. Hitler's rule was characterized by a blend of charismatic leadership and ruthless dictatorship. He had an uncanny knack for captivating his audience, using fiery speeches and grand promises to win over the masses. Hitler's ideology, known as National Socialism or Nazism, was a unique fusion of extreme nationalism, racial purity, and totalitarianism. It was this ideology that he propagated relentlessly, reshaping the very fabric of German society. Under Hitler's reign, Germany underwent a dramatic transformation. The economy, which had been crippled by the Great Depression and the Treaty of Versailles, was revitalized through aggressive policies and massive public works projects. Hitler championed the idea of autarky, or economic self-sufficiency, striving to make Germany independent of foreign imports. But the most striking change was perhaps the metamorphosis of Germany's political landscape. Democracy was replaced by a totalitarian regime, where every aspect of life, from education to the arts, was controlled by the state. The Gestapo, Hitler's secret police, maintained a climate of fear, ensuring absolute obedience to the regime. Hitler's reign was not just about internal changes. He was determined to make Germany a global superpower, and to achieve this, he embarked on a path of aggressive expansionism. Neighboring countries were annexed, treaties were violated, and an arms race was initiated, setting the stage for the most devastating conflict the world had ever seen. Yet, despite the terror and destruction, Hitler held sway over the masses, who saw in him a beacon of hope, a leader who would restore Germany's lost glory. This was the paradox of Hitler's reign, a blend of fear and adoration, of destruction and growth. The world watched in horror and fascination as Hitler transformed Germany into a force to be reckoned with. The impact of Hitler's reign didn't end with his demise. Indeed, the end of Hitler's reign marked the beginning of a new era, with far-reaching consequences that continue to echo in the annals of human history. Let's delve into the aftermath of this tumultuous period, the effects of which are still palpable today. In the immediate aftermath of Hitler's reign, Germany was left in ruins. The country was divided into 4 zones controlled by the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. This division of Germany was a poignant symbol of the larger division that had befallen the world, the onset of the Cold War. The ideological battle between the Western democracies and the Communist bloc lasted for nearly half a century, resulting in a world polarized by fear and suspicion. But the aftermath of Hitler's reign was not limited to geopolitical shifts. It also brought about a disturbing and enduring phenomenon, the rise of neo-Nazism and right-wing extremism. The seeds of intolerance and hatred sown by Hitler found fertile ground in the minds of those seeking simplistic answers to complex societal issues. Today, these ideologies continue to rear their ugly heads, posing a threat to democratic values and human rights. The broader implications of Hitler's reign are vast and multifaceted. From the establishment of the United Nations and the creation of the State of Israel, to the development of nuclear weapons and the space race, the world as we know it today has been shaped by the events that unfolded during and after Hitler's rule. Yet it is crucial to remember that history is not just about high politics and international relations, it is also about individuals, their lives, and their experiences. Millions of lives were irrevocably altered by Hitler's reign, a fact that continues to remind us of the devastating human cost of hatred and intolerance. Hitler's legacy, albeit a dark one, continues to shape our world in ways we may not always realize. Adolf Hitler, a name that will forever be etched in the annals of world history. From the ashes of World War I, Hitler rose to power, forever changing the course of history. His reign, characterized by a ruthless pursuit of power, led to World War II, the most widespread and deadliest conflict in human history. The war, spanning 6 long years and involving over 30 countries, resulted in an astounding 70 to 85 million fatalities, nearly 3% of the world's population at that time. Hitler's aggressive foreign policies and expansionist ideology are often seen as the causes of the start of World War II. His decision to invade Poland was the immediate trigger of the war, but his continuous violation of the Treaty of Versailles with the remilitarization of the Rhineland, his alliance with Italy and Japan, and his support of Franco in the Spanish Civil War, all played a part in setting the stage for the most devastating conflict in human history. The political landscape of the 20th century was also significantly shaped by Hitler's reign. The rise of fascism, a political ideology that includes dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and of the economy, was largely influenced by Hitler and the Nazi Party. This ideology did not end with Hitler's death, but continued to influence political movements, leaders, and wars throughout the 20th century. Even today, over 7 decades after his death, Hitler's impact can still be felt. His reign has become synonymous with genocide and war crimes due to the Holocaust, a systematic, state-sponsored murder of 6 million Jews. His actions have left an indelible mark on humanity, influencing international laws, prompting advancements in the field of psychology, and shaping our understanding of propaganda and its potential effects. Hitler's reign, though fraught with horror and destruction, has undeniably left an indelible mark on world history. In the grand scheme of history, Adolf Hitler stands as a stark reminder of the power of one man's ideology. His life, marked by a rise from obscurity to a position of unparalleled authority, is a testament to the sway of charisma and the manipulation of popular sentiment. It is a narrative that underscores the potency of fervent belief, harnessed and directed with calculated precision. The enigma of Adolf Hitler is one that continues to perplex and fascinate. A man of humble beginnings, he ascended to the pinnacle of power in Germany, his reign marked by a relentless pursuit of a singular vision. His ideology, fueled by a potent blend of nationalism and racial purity, led to a period of unprecedented turmoil and devastation, forever etching his name in the annals of world history. In the aftermath of his reign, the world was left to grapple with the aftermath of a war that had spanned continents, claimed millions of lives, and forever altered the geopolitical landscape. Nations were carved anew, alliances forged and broken, and societies forever scarred by the atrocities wrought under his command. Yet, in spite of the destruction and despair, there emerged a sense of collective resolve. The world bore witness to the potency of unchecked power and the perils of intolerance, vowing to uphold the principles of peace, justice, and human dignity. Hitler's influence on world history is undeniable. His reign, though marked by brutality and oppression, served as a catalyst for significant shifts in global politics, societal norms, and cultural perceptions. His legacy, however complex and controversial, continues to shape our understanding of power, ideology, and the human capacity for both great evil and profound resilience. As we delve into the complexities of Hitler's life and reign, we are reminded of the profound impact one man can have, for better or for worse, on the course of world history.